Mixed numbers and fractions greater than 1. This is a digital lesson converting between the two. And they're using number chips, so that makes it a lot easier for the students and a lot more fun. So slide 2 just explains to the students what a mixed number is, and they can see what it looks like, a whole number and a fraction less than 1. Fractions greater than 1 are going to have the numerator larger than the denominator. And it explains how to change a mixed number into a single fraction. So on slide 5, it shows them that they multiply the denominator times the whole number and then add the numerator. So when they do that, in this case they get 11, the denominator stays the same. Now the next 2 slides, students are going to be doing this with number chips. So they're going to change all of these mixed numbers to single fractions that are greater than 1. So 1 3/4, they take the 4, multiply times 1, they get 4 plus 3 is 7. So that's their new numerator. Denominator is not going to change, it's going to stay the same. 3 1/2, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. New numerator is 7. Denominator stays the same. And they're going to do that on the next one also and on the next slide. So they've got 3 more there to change to a single fraction. Then they get instruction on how to change a fraction to a mixed number, or a fraction greater than 1 to a mixed number. So they're given an example of how to do that. It's just a division problem. 5 goes into 13 2 times. That's their new whole number. 2 times 5 is 10, and that means 3 are left over. So 2 3/5, again, the denominator stays the same. So they've got 2 slides where they're going to be using number chips to do that. 15/4, 4 goes into 15 3 times. So to move these chips, just make sure you click and hold on the edge. That gives them their whole number. So you click and hold, and while you're holding, then you can move it wherever you like. So 3 times 4 is 12. That means there's 3 left over. And again, denominator doesn't change. 7/2, 2 goes into 7 3 times. That's the whole number. 2 times 3 is 6. That means there's 1 left over. And again, denominator stays the same. So every slide has all of the numbers they need. So if they get down to the last problem and the numbers aren't working, that means they probably made a mistake and they need to go back and check. Same thing on the next slide. When they get to slide 11, they're going to be using the draw line tool. So they're going to match a fraction greater than 1 with its equivalent mixed number. So to do that, they just come up here, select a line, and that's going to give them a plus sign. So they just click where they want it to start. And then to move this, they're just going to click on the blue circle, click and hold. So this would be 5 1/4. So if they click and hold on that blue circle, they can move it where they want. And the kids can play around with this. So they can make the line a different color, and they can make it thicker if they like. So they can play around with that and make it their own. And then on the next slide, they're going to be moving these words into place in the sentence frame. So each one goes into the correct place. Okay, so the first one, mixed numbers. So they click and hold, and they move those words into the correct place. The very last slide has a riddle, a fractions riddle. And here they're going to be using letter chips. So the challenge to the students that they figure out the answer to the riddle using these letters. And that is the lesson on mixed numbers and fractions greater than 1.